This is a Mercedes-Benz True Track. The only way we could get this diff apart was to cut this axle, big CV joint there. That is either seized in the bore, must be taking us to the drags or something. But anyway,
he just drives on the street.
So he says. He says that. Whether it's true or not. Now I had this little button here. We can what that what's that? That'll go down in there. Yeah. Could be stopping in the counterbore of the hole now. That one.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
Seized in there pretty good, don't you think? 20-ton press, giving it all it's got with a big long bar, and it's just coming out. We were hitting it with a hammer and a pipe before, trying to get the CV joint out.
Through the bells with washers. Been milled sharp.
Be hitting it for fucking 40 years, wasting your time. 20-ton press, you can barely get it out. There we go.
Yeah.
That was seized in there. Had to cut it off with an oxy.
Still tight a couple of your hands.
Nah, it's pretty hot.
Here's a rag, you can pick it up.
Wonder why it's seized in there.
Put it on the bench here. Well, it's got spiral grooves. It's got spiral grooves in the bore. It's a good idea to put grease on these when you put them first together, obviously. Yeah. So that's the the side gear. You see that side gear, see that's thrusting through the Belville washers. That's all, it's steel to steel. There isn't enough area here to act like a clutch. Like a conventional side gear's got the area, so that something like that won't seize.
This has only been in his diff for a short amount of time.
About a month ago we put this together.
He only used it for a few days and it was all seizing up. Didn't last him very long. A few days.
Only good thing about these Mercedes, they've got big thick wall section journals.
Yeah.
It's the only good thing that come out of Germany, the side gear design, the side bearing design.
Yeah.
Other cars have got little
thin
wall section there.
Yeah.
Anyway, we can ring him up.
See, there's the half shaft. Couldn't get it out, bashing it, so we had to get the oxy torch. Oxy is settled in here with the cutting tip, blow it straight off.
Right.
So we could get the fucking carrier out of the housing.
You know what's caused it, so we can just ring him now.
Yeah.
My phone is somewhere around here.
There's all the parts out of it.
I'm trying to think where I left my phone.
Your phone. I'll stop this camera now. Okay.
This one come out of the crown wheel side. I've got to get that out of there.
So one side seized and the other side seized.
That was in there, that one. And the axle seized into the journal. There's spiral grooves there for oil. But I don't know what use he uses this for, but it's always a good idea to smear grease in there.
Show us where it's seized.
Huh?
Show us the seized.
There it is there. That's seized.
Yeah.
And that face has been seized on there. The circlips, I blame the circlips at first, thinking that it's come out over that side, but that wasn't the case.
No.
This one's seized onto there.
Yeah.
But Axel wasn't able to get that one out.
You see how the gear picks up there? And all seizes against the down in there?
Actually, that one there in your hand, this was the one that come out of that side. This was the worst, because I just had to get that out of there, remember? Yeah. That's the way we were pressing it. So that's the one which belonged to that side.
Mm-hmm.
And this one, still, it's got seize marks on there. See all the gears.
Mm. You see that little area there that they have thrusting up against the face of the carrier? Look how it all scores up. Look at it. It's completely fucked. Now, is that because it's soft?
It's hard.
Well, why has it done that?
Well, it hasn't got the area of thrust. It's not like a conventional side gear, this. What they should do is probably make these gears a bit shorter and use about 3 or 4 30-thou washers, thrust washers, so that they can all skid.
Yeah.
You see? This hasn't got enough area to be thrusting into there.
Yeah. So, like, see, this is out of a different type of LSD, but you see how it's got all this area there to go up against the back? See all that area?
There's a side gear too. Mm. That's the area you have your thrust washer on.
Yeah.
That was a gear, I machined it off.
Mm.
But
compared to that,
here's one here. Look, there's a 9-inch. So it's got a big area.
Mm.
When you've got a small area, the only way you can defeat
it's just the design. It's all fucked up because the design's no good. But you tell these people, and they're not going to give you, probably won't give you a refund because they don't want to accept that it's fucked up because of the design. Oh, couldn't possibly be wrong. Oh, no way. Our engineers know what they're doing. Oh. So this is this helical gear LSD that goes inside this Mercedes-Benz diff that just all failed. All he did was drive it down the street and it stopped working. So it all seized up in there, you see. All seized up and had to press it out with 20 tons. If they just had 5mm holes drilled there, all, look how thick this is. There is heaps and heaps of material on there. And they do have spirals in there to help oil get in there. But obviously it wasn't enough, was it? See how it's all seized up in there? We had to press the cunt out. Look at it, it's all seized. That goes in there, you know. It goes in that way. So if they just had a bunch of holes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, even 4 holes, 1, 2, 3, and 1 around there, 4 5mm holes, diff oil, the diff oil in there, could go down the holes and fill up all in there. And what about this side? Yeah, see, same thing. See how it's all seized? So they put holes in there. Hole there. Series of 5mm holes. If you buy one of these and you have a drill, I suggest do that before you install it next time. And then you won't have this problem. Put a bunch of holes in there. Diff oil can get down in there and there'll be no seizure. But that's just from a lack of lubrication.